Hi guys. So I just wanted to make a quick one today. And I wanted to talk a little bit about why it seems that Black women are going on these podcasts. There is another video I'm going to do actually. I'm going to do a video because I just bought my first Hermes. I don't know if that's how to pronounce it, Hermes. I've always confused Hermes with Hermes, the courier delivery service in the UK, which is shit, by the way. But yeah, I just got my first Hermes. I ordered it because there's no Hermes. There's a Louis Vuitton near where I live, but there's no Hermes. So I ordered it, and you know what? I said to myself, why not just try out Hermes? I know I've always wanted to try out, but the price was a little bit mad. But I said to myself, since I've tried out all the other brands, LV, Gucci, whatever, I should just try out Hermes and see if I like it or not. Guys, if you don't know, I'm definitely, luxury products is just like my hobby. I do also like Moina and Goyard, so I'm definitely going to have a look at that. When I was in Cannes, I was trying to find a shop. I was trying to find Moina and Goyard, but I couldn't find them. I only found Longchamp. So yeah, just a quick intro about what's going on. I'm about to go sightseeing tomorrow, maybe do some shopping, have a nice lunch. But yeah, today, what I want to talk about, because I'm literally on my way, as you guys know, it's a running joke now. I'm always on my way out, but what can I say? I'm just someone that's very active. So today I wanted to talk about, why Black women are always going on these podcasts and these call-in shows. Why are you going to speak to men who don't value you as human beings? What is going on here? Why? Why are you always going on these podcasts? And I feel like a lot of these Black women, they're almost like sidekicks to bullies. So, you know, I've always felt that in movies, whenever I watch movies, I've always felt that the bully wasn't really interesting, but the sidekick that accompanies the bully and kind of just laughs at everything the bully says and just like, yeah, go on, John, go on, beat him up. I've always found that character interesting. It's like they've got no personality of their own. It's almost like they're mimicking the bully. And most of the times, it's usually because they're intimidated by the bully themselves and they don't want to be bullied, so they're joining in. And these Black women that are going on these podcasts are giving the same vibe. They're going on these podcasts and they're getting, essentially, they're siding with these, and a lot of them do go on and they do side with these male, you know, I don't know, what do you call someone that runs a podcast? I don't know. They're basically siding with the people that run the podcast. And essentially, it's almost like they're doing it because they see the other women that don't agree with what these men saying getting thrashed on the podcast and getting thrashed in the comments. And they're thinking, okay, well, if I side with this guy, if I side with the person running the podcast, then maybe I won't get bullied, or maybe I'll be seen as different. Maybe I'll be seen as, a different type of woman, or a virtuous woman, or the woman that's worthy. And actually, what you don't understand, by siding with people who don't actually see you as human beings, you're not saving yourself from the slaughterhouse. You're not saving yourself from being mistreated when you side with people who don't even see you as human. You don't even recognize your agency. You don't even recognize the right that you have to want certain things for yourself as a Black woman. When you side with men like this, you are not helping yourself. You are not saving yourself. Even if you get a couple of nice comments going, oh, you know, she's a real one, she's a this, she's a that, she was the only good one on the podcast. Even if you get those kind of comments, you aren't helping yourself, because these kind of people, they're only saying these things because you're siding with what these people on the podcast are saying. If you actually come up with your own standards and your own boundaries, you will soon find that they will revert to calling you trash, 304, modern woman, and all the other nonsense insults that they seem to come up with these days. You will soon be on that same side. You know, you will soon be on the other side of them. You know, it's one of the reasons why I find Pearly Dead Fish. That's what I call her. She really is a dead fish though. Pearly Dead Fish, kind of interesting because when I looked at her previous videos, like obviously I've been trying to do some research so that I can understand what I'm talking about when I make these videos. But I looked into her other videos and, you know, she just seemed to be the complete opposite. And I said to myself, yes, this is someone who never got any attention in their life. And you can see the way she acts. She's constantly looking for approval. And a lot of black women I see coming on, you guys are calling into these shows. Why are you calling into shows of men who dehumanize you? Dehumanize you. These are the same women, the women that come onto these stupid, I call them fruit and loop. Because they are. One is loopy and one is fruity. I call them fruit and loop. The women that are coming onto Fruit and Loop's podcast, why are you coming on to this guy's podcast? What are you hoping to achieve from going on there? Like, what do you think you're going to achieve by going on there? How is that actually going to help you? You know, I really don't understand it. These are the same type of women that called in on KS's channel and made him massive, because it was the women calling in that brought all the guys to his platform to basically essentially laugh at you and use you for their own entertainment and to just further their own narrative of their hatred of women. Those women calling in is what got Kevin Samuels to 1 point something. You know, I don't know how many followers, I don't care, I didn't go on his channel, but from what I've seen in the news, especially when he died, he had about, what, 1 million or so? I'm not sure. But yeah, those women calling in were essentially the ones who were making him popular, you know. And why are you calling into someone's show at the detriment of yourself? You know exactly how the narrative's gonna go. If you've seen previous people call into the show, you've seen the formula, you've seen the questions, you've seen what's going to be asked, you've seen how they're going to ask you these questions, you see the kind of questions they're going to ask you after they've asked you these questions, you see the way they're going to spin things. So why are you calling into these people's show when their aim is to essentially make you look like the worst possible person? Because they don't see you as human. They only see you as a means to an end to further their own money, their own agenda, their own popularity. And they don't even value what you yourself want for yourself. They're giving you certain things that they believe a woman should do. Does that even fit your own personal goals for what you want as a woman? No, it doesn't. Most of the time it doesn't. You know, these are the same people who, you know, talk so much about how they don't like a certain type of woman, but then they invite a certain type of woman on the show. And I've just never really understood why black women, I think the previous video I did, I talked about dating shows. Why are black women going on these dating shows that basically have a load of people that don't like black women on them? And then on top of that, you're going on podcasts, and you're calling into random YouTube shows of people who are just ready to rip you to pieces because of their own internalized self-hatred and misery. If you love yourself, I'm not sure why you would be subjecting yourself to that. I'm sorry, but I wouldn't even burn the calories. My calories are very precious to me, and I wouldn't burn them on such an endeavor. And I just wish more black women would stop calling into these shows. They can't do anything without you. They need you. They need to vilify you in order to further their agenda. They need to make you look a certain way. They need to crucify you in order for them to come across like they know exactly what they're talking about and like they have the answers for all these lonely men out there. When you go on these shows, you're just feeding into exactly what they want. Why don't you starve them? Starve them. I really don't understand why people don't understand that attention is currency. These people are worthless. These people doing these podcasts, many of them are worthless. And the only thing that's giving them any kind of validity at all is you tuning in and watching them. In fact, I'm even very careful when I'm doing my research. I'm even very careful in how I actually go about doing the research because I don't want any permanent footprint on my recommendations. I'm very much, you know, careful in how I go about my search. I'll delete my search history. If anything comes up, I'll be like, do not recommend, do not recommend. Because I don't want that as a permanent thing on my actual recommendations or playlist or anything like that. So I really genuinely don't understand why Black women are going on these shows and why they are going on these podcasts and why they are calling into these YouTubers. You know, even the whole, even like the whole Kendra G show, I think it's just a joke. Like when I look at it, it's like when I was younger and I used to watch Cat and Dog or or the Pink Panther. Like anytime I see any videos, and I do actually follow the Kendra G show because I find it kind of funny sometimes, but it's also really sad because I feel like at the end of the day, you know, these people, Kendra G, whoever, you know, who are having these shows, they really don't care how you come across, how you look. That's not their business to care. Their business is to make money off you. But you're coming on and you're basically feeding into the narrative that they want you to feed, that just further degrades Black women, further makes Black women look like, you know, just feeds into the stereotype, you know, the negative stereotypes about Black women. I'm not going to talk about the negative stereotypes because a lot of us know what they are, and also because I don't want to promote that kind of thing on this video. But I just wish that Black women would stop going on these podcasts. Let the women of no color be going on these podcasts. Please, please, please. I don't understand why Black women, like, I don't understand why anyone in their right senses, whenever I used to just hear about people calling up, because I would have people talking about KS, because there's a couple of people I know that used to talk about KS. Whenever they would talk about the women that would call up, I'd just be thinking, what's going on in these women's minds that they would actually call this person up? Like I keep telling you guys, I don't listen to content creators for advice. When you look at the kind of person you're talking to, you need to see whether this person qualifies to give you advice. Now, if you are a person that, you know, you've made many mistakes, maybe you're qualified on giving me advice on how to avoid certain things and mistakes not to make in life, but you're certainly not qualified to give me advice on how to succeed because you haven't done that. You haven't succeeded. And I'm sorry, but there was nothing successful about what I saw about KS in his love life. Absolutely nothing successful that would ever make me to call up such a person. What would I gain? There was absolutely nothing that he had to say that I would need in my love life. What would I have to gain by calling KS when I have parents who have been married for decades, who can give me the information that I require? When I have siblings that are married for more than a decade, who can give me the information that I require? Why on earth, on this God-green planet, would I need to call up such a person and ask for advice when they haven't even managed to be able to have a stable relationship and have an actual positive relationship with their children? I have a very positive relationship with my parents. I talk to my parents every single day, right? And I'm very close with my family. And especially my dad. I'm actually my dad's favorite child. Me and my dad were like this. And it just honestly shocks me, right? The amount of Black women that called up on his show. To do what? What are you looking for? What do you think this person can provide you? Just look at the state of their life. Just look at the state of it. Look at the state of yourself. What can this person provide you apart from cautionary tales? Because if you're going to get any kind of advice from anyone in that kind of position, it should be what not to do. You know, there was this proverb, because my dad's Igbo. My dad used to have an Igbo proverbs book. Oh my God, I loved that book. It was black and white with like zebra on top. Yeah, anyway, my dad used to have like an Igbo proverbs book, and on top of in the Igbo proverbs book, there was a proverb that said, with a horse. There was a proverb that had like a picture of a horse that was kind of like injured and dying, and then there was a lion standing over the horse, eating the horse. And this proverb said, wise people learn from the misfortune of others. And I was like, yes, 100%. The only thing I could learn from KS is what not to do in his life. Because when I look at him, I think of what not to do in terms of my love life. I don't think, oh yes, you have the answers to help me succeed in my marriage to be, or to help me. No, you don't. You didn't even display that in your own life. And these women are calling up these men who, these YouTube shows and these podcasts are these people who have the worst track record in maintaining any kind of relationship. These people who don't even value the people in their lives, their personal lives, but are fully out here giving advice to the masses, which is utterly insane to me. Utterly insane. Like, I just can't even, I can't even begin to reconcile the idea. You know, I've honestly always said that, you know, I've always said this, guys, that I do not take advice from random content creators. I'm very, very careful the kind of advice I take. And on top of that, I'm also very, 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 very discerning from who I take advice from. When I look at the person, I look at what they've done in their life. I look at, you know, the kind of person they are, the character they have, their personal life. How do they treat people around them? You know, like, come on. What is it? Like, I feel like some of these black women that call into these shows or go in these podcasts, they act like these men are their oga. Do you understand what I mean by oga? See, if you're not a Nigerian person, I'll just quickly explain oga to you. Oga means like my boss, you know, someone that has influence or power, someone that has, you know, they have the power to do things, to change things, to make things happen. And the way some of these women act that come on these podcasts, it's like they see these men as their oga, because it honestly shocks me, you know, the way some of them act. They come on the podcasts, and any woman that has the audacity to talk or audacity to say something somewhat different to what the men are saying gets completely shouted down. And it's always the black women that come on, and they use them as examples. And I'm just thinking like, well, if you don't agree with this mindset, I'm not really sure why you would come on to this podcast in the first place, because you know exactly what these people think. And you know that they will do whatever they need to do to disprove what you are saying, because if they don't disprove what you're saying, they will lose their followers. They will lose their influence. They will lose their importance. So of course they're going to do and say whatever they need to say to make you look stupid. Because not only do they keep their fan base and their money, but they get more followers, new followers who go, oh, well, he must be right. He completely obliterated her in the argument. He completely obliterated her. So he must be right. And I'm honestly, I don't know, can you not see it? Can you not see it? Like, hello, are you blind? Are you blind? Are you wearing glasses? Are you wearing glasses? Like, the whole point of you wearing glasses is so that you can see. So, like, can you not see what's going on? Because I can see. Can you see? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's just, I really hope for the day that they stop going on these podcasts. Black women as a whole, in general, just stop going on these podcasts. Stop calling these people up. They will die without you. They will die. Seriously, they need you. You don't need them. They need you. They need you. They can't live without you. They can't live without talking to you, talking about you, and having you on their shows. You are the secret, not so secret ingredient to their success. So starve them of that, and they will die out quickly and swiftly. That's all I had to say today. Okay. I need to go out now because, yeah, I'm hungry, and I might pick myself up a salad, and then I'm going to count my steps. I need to wear my watch, my fitness watch, because right now I've just got my normal one on. And then when my Hermes... Did I just say Hermes? See, I told you guys, I keep getting confused between the UK courier delivery service and the actual fashion luxury brand. When my Hermes sandals, because I ordered Hermes sandals, when they arrive, I'm probably going to do an unboxing, guys. I'm probably going to do an unboxing. Are you ready for a Hermes unboxing? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah, I'm probably going to do a Hermes unboxing and show you guys what I got. I got some nice things because I love nice things. Yes, I do. But yeah, I'm probably going to show you guys what I got. So I don't know when it's coming. Actually, no, I just got the UPS notification. I hate UPS. UPS is horrible. So yeah, I just got the UPS that is probably going to be arriving on Tuesday. So that's when I'm probably going to be doing the unboxing, the Hermes unboxing. But yeah. Okay, guys, I have to love you and leave you as always. But yeah, I'll be back. Probably my next video will be the Hermes unboxing of my new sandals because it's getting to summer. And then I'm still waiting. Probably I'm going to be picking up my designer sunglasses soon because my baby bought me some designer sunglasses as well. He bought me some new shades. So I'm going to be stepping out with my Versace shades and my Hermes sandals. I'm going to be looking crazy. So, yeah, I can't wait. So, yeah, I'll probably be back with another video in a couple of days, depending on when my Hermes arrives. Okay, guys, I'll see you again. Bye. Oh, yeah, one last thing. Why do I keep forgetting? Probably because I don't care as much and I should. But don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay? Yeah, do that. Okay, bye.